Ever wonder what it's like to touch a rattlesnake? Well, here's your chance. Today on the front page, we learn more about the annual Touch an Animal Day.
Well, we've been running an outreach program for the past 30 years out of the Savannah River Ecology Lab, and there was just kind of a need to do a special day for the community. We tended to just go to the classrooms, but we wanted to have something for the community. So 11 years ago, we started Touch an Animal Day, which was at our conference center. Well, because it has grown so big, we decided to move to the Odell Weeks Center this Saturday, August 24th, from 10 to 1. We are bringing all our animals. We usually, when we go to a classroom, we'll bring just a little, subset of our animals and show them off. We are bringing everything. We're bringing the plants, the insects, the animals, and many of them available for you to view, ask questions, talk to experts, and even touch. So we'll have things like gopher tortoises here. These are state endangered reptiles that live here in South Carolina, especially here, just around Aiken. This is the northernmost site of this species. This is the furthest north you can find them. And we are doing research at the Aiken Gopher Tortoise Heritage Preserve to help restore a population out there. So these are some of the tortoises that have come out of that research. So we have everything from a little one-year-old baby tortoise to kind of almost a juvenile tortoise to a full adult.
So we don't actually know the age of this guy. Somebody decided to pick him up as a pet and take him to New Jersey. But a good Samaritan knew that he did not belong up there and contacted the lab, and he was brought back and reintroduced. We have an amazing Head Start program to help these guys be reintroduced to their native range. And so babies are collected, or their eggs are collected and incubated and hatched at our lab. And once they become the proper size, they are then reintroduced to the population. Out of all of our turtles, these are actually, or tortoises, these are a community species. So they actually live in small communities. They share dens and things like that.
These sorts of efforts and work, it's not something you can just put a Band-Aid on and it's fixed after one instance. It takes years, decades to kind of fix something like this.
You might wonder why it's so important to save these tortoises. These guys are actually called a keystone species. So the den that they make, which is roughly down maybe 5 feet and then spreads out up to 40 feet long, houses up to 300 and some odd species of other animals, anywhere from the endangered indigo snake, there's a gopher frog that lives in there, there's a wide variety of other species that utilize their den as their homes, making these guys keystone species.
Yeah, so if these guys disappear from the landscape, a lot of other things don't exist or don't do as well. If you've ever wondered something about an animal in the area, we'll actually have people there that you can talk to and ask these questions. So kids, if you've always wondered, how you can tell the difference between male and female tortoises and turtles, or snakes, or salamanders, or frogs, or where do they live, what do they eat, those things can be answered this weekend. When people really are aware of what's around them and they appreciate it, they'll be more likely to support it. They're not going to say, well, we need a parking lot more than we need gopher tortoise colonies, things like that. So people understand the value of having the diversity of animals around them, and really, how it adds to the richness of your life. I mean, having these things around me all the time makes me very happy, and I'm sure a lot of other people do too as well.
We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Everyone's a welcome guest at Crescent Automotive. We're Aiken's Choice Award winner 4 years in a row.
That probably has a lot to do with our low upfront windshield pricing and no additional processing fees.
Remember, everybody drives Crescent.
You should too.
Welcome back. It's a USC Aiken tradition. The University of South Carolina Aiken welcomed its class of 2023 with the campus's annual freshman convocation ceremony. The freshman class met at the campus fountain for the USC Aiken's freshman bridge crossing across the Pacer pedestrian bridge. Aiken Arts Alive. A variety of free activities, demonstrations, and performances will be offered during the Aiken Arts Alive 2019. Saturday at the Aiken Center for the Arts. Sunday Best. Be on the lookout for our Sunday Best profile on Aaron Campbell. He's keeping Aiken green, one tree, shrub, flower, and parkway at a time. To read more about these stories, please visit aikenstandard.com. My name is Michel'le Jackson, and I will catch you next time on the front page.